You're listening to The Mark Moses Show on Sports Radio 1560 The Fan.
Hey, welcome back to the show. Indeed, my name is Mark Moses. You can hear me 3 to 6 p.m. every weekday afternoon on the Big Bad Wolf, Sports Radio 1560 The Fan. I am broadcasting live this afternoon at the Port, Fish Lips. Oh, we're going to have so much fun. I know head basketball coach at FIT, Billy Mims, is going to join me in hour number 2. We'll also make our NFL picks with Jay Ganzi, Vero Beach Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, thecarpeople.com at 5:30. But right now, this man, I haven't had him on in a while. He loves the NBA. His website is the Ultimate NBA Insider. That's bold, man. That's bold. No, his name's Chris Pirtle. Chris, my man, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, Mark. I appreciate you having me on. Beautiful day here today in Port Canaveral. So, again, I appreciate you having me on.
You know what I like about you is you shoot me, I think an email yesterday. You're like, hey, I'm going to be in Melbourne. I'm going to get some lunch with some people. You should join me. I'm like, well, I got to go to the Port. You're like, I'm game. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. It's, like I said, a beautiful day. How can you not be here? Where else would you rather be?
You are the biggest, and I've had you on the show a bunch of times. You're one of the biggest Warriors fan. And the Magic, because you got your pure Magic on. But I know you love Golden State Warrior basketball, and they're the defending champion. I haven't heard one word about them. People think LeBron is the champion right now. What's going on here, man?
You know, Mark, it's funny you say that because I really haven't heard much about them either. The first thing I heard about the Warriors was about 5 days ago when Steve Kerr celebrated his 50th birthday. And then yesterday I heard that he's going to be taking a bit of a leave of absence to recover from back surgery.
I saw that.
So that is all I've heard about the Golden State Warriors this offseason, so that's a good point.
Did you like at least you re-signed Green? You at least kept him in the fold? Because I think he is one of the cornerstones for the franchise.
Most definitely. The re-signing of Draymond Green and still working on the Harrison Barnes deal, I expect that to get done as well, but yeah, to re-sign Draymond Green was huge. He had a triple-double in the Game 6, the final game of the finals this year. And if you don't have Draymond Green playing at his best, the Golden State Warriors wouldn't be world champions. So that was a huge re-signing, definitely.
You know what I like about your team also? You win the championship. I'm giving you all the credit, by the way. like you were in the rotation. I like that Andre Iguodala, he's like, look, I'll go back on the bench. What do I care? I was finals MVP. I've made money. I won a title. Yeah, I'm okay. No, he's, you know what it is? He's the anti-Tristan Thompson. That's what he feels like. Did you like him saying that the other day?
Oh, that's great. Those are the kind of guys you need to win NBA championships. If you don't have guys like that willing to accept their role, then you're not going to go far in the playoffs.
Do you still think the Western Conference is like a murderer's row? Even the Warriors winning the title, it's going to be an uphill battle for them to get back to the finals.
Most definitely. You know, Mark, we've been talking about this Western Conference now for 2 seasons. We're going to enter our 3rd season talking about this, and this could be the most competitive ever. I look at the 2 biggest winners in free agents, and that was San Antonio and the LA Clippers. And then you could probably put the Houston Rockets in there at 3 with the acquisition of Ty Lawson. So between the Rockets, Warriors, Clippers, and Spurs, this is going to be a dynamic Western Conference Finals this year.
Okay, now don't throw a drink in my face, all right? I'm going to make you angry right now. But I will say this. The Warriors had one of the easiest rides to a championship I've ever seen in the playoffs. Look, no Clippers, no Spurs, LeBron and 4 YMCA players. You get the championship, but it will not be that easy again here in 15-16.
Could you hand me that bottle of water over there? Thank you.
That's exactly. No comment.
Well, you know, Mark, it's a good point. They didn't have to play the San Antonio Spurs. There's no doubt about it. They didn't have to play the Los Angeles Clippers. So they did get to avoid 2 really good teams. However, I will say that no team beat the Warriors more than 2 games. The only 2 teams to do that were Memphis and Cleveland. They won this last NBA championship about as convincingly as a team has won it in a long time. So I'll give you that. It was a little bit easier of a road since they didn't have to play the Spurs and the Clippers, but gosh, it couldn't have been any more convincing.
It'll be interesting where you look at the Eastern Conference. And we're here with my good buddy Chris Pirtle, Ultimate NBA Insider, is his blog, as we're broadcasting live here at the Port at Fish Lips here on a Friday. It'll be interesting when you look at the Eastern Conference. LeBron James, he's even said it. Okay, Tristan Thompson, we're not sure. Look, he'll get signed, trust me. Kevin Love's going to have a bigger role in the offense. You could see that. Do you like him coming out and say, all right, we need more from Love here in the upcoming season?
Oh, I like it. I also like Kevin Love's new hairstyle. I don't know if you've seen that. That's a pretty good move by Kevin Love. But I guess when you've got a $110 million contract like he does, you can experiment with your hair. But, yeah, they're definitely going to need more from Kevin Love. They needed it last year, and time will tell whether he steps up and accepts that challenge.
The real key for them is Kyrie Irving. I can't, it's like Derrick Rose. I can't trust him to stay healthy, and they need him. Isn't that? I mean, wouldn't you just keep Kyrie Irving for the spring, just to keep him safe and ready for the playoffs?
I sure would. I wouldn't start him until February or March, or maybe not even until mid-April. The news is he won't be back for at least 12 weeks. So they're going to be without him. Iman Shumpert is already injured, and he's going to be out for roughly 10 to 12 weeks. As we know, Kevin Love has a history of getting injured. So this is going to be an interesting season for the Cavs.
See, I would have upgraded. And I know it's hard with salary restrictions because the Heat had the same problem when they had LeBron. If I was Cleveland, I would have upgraded better backup point guards or even just guards in general because I can't believe in Kyrie Irving. I just can't do it, man.
Oh, I don't blame you, and I don't think Matthew Dellavedova is going to cut it as far as a backup point guard that can come in and play the position when Kyrie Irving gets injured. And again, it's when he gets injured, not if he gets injured, unfortunately.
We're previewing an upcoming season of NBA basketball, and you and me joked about this off the air. If it was up to me, I'd start Christmas Day. I think it's football season right now. Would you agree or disagree with my crazy comments?
Well, being such a major NBA basketball fan that I am, I have to disagree, of course, Mark. But at the same time, though, being a logical sports fan, and I love football also, you make a really good point. I think a lot of people don't start tuning into basketball until after Christmas, and there's a reason that the NBA has those 5 games on Christmas Day is to attract a lot of fans, so you make a good point.
It's after college football season. Then that's out of the way. I mean, hockey, I'd start New Year's Day. That's when I'm a gigantic Blackhawks fan, okay? But even I don't care until New Year's Day. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't care what happens in October.
Well, you're right. It's hard to watch 10 hours of football on a Saturday and a Sunday and then think that you can watch another 7 or 8 hours of basketball. There's only so many hours in the day. So
I know.
No doubt about it.
The West goes through San Antonio. It goes to LaMarcus Aldridge. If Duncan can just rest and he only has to play 20 a night and then get ready for the spring, I'm sorry, it goes through San Antonio with that team.
Chances are it does, but I tell you again, the Warriors won the championship convincingly last year.
Oh, here we go.
If it's not broke, don't try to fix it. And you didn't see too many moves in free agency, so we'll see what happens.
When you talk about Disney movies, plots to a upcoming Disney movie, is there a better one than what Curry did in one calendar year? It's incredible.
No, I don't think so, Mark. And, we talked about this last season, the players that were drafted ahead of Steph Curry in that draft that year. And no, there's not a better Disney movie because Steph Curry, quality guy, and what a player, MVP, the most threes in the history of the NBA in a season. So there's all kinds of great storylines. And, of course, I'm very impressed with Steve Kerr. As I told you, I think he's the smartest guy in the world. Just turned 50, and I want to wish him successful recovery in his back surgery.
Yeah, he showed up. This is what he liked compared to Mark Jackson. And Mark Jackson wasn't bad. It wasn't like he was awful. It's like Steve Kerr showed up. No, you shoot. Okay, now you shoot over here. And then it just fixed everything. That's what it felt like.
You're right. Mark Jackson finally brought back a culture of winning. The Warriors weren't winning for many years, and he got them into the playoffs. But Steve Kerr was able to come in and really fine-tune it and take that extra step.
All right, you're wearing a Pure Magic shirt. It's playoff or bust for Orlando, isn't it?
I agree. It definitely is. I think here in Central Florida, we're tired of watching the draft lottery and seeing where the Magic are, which player they're going to get. So, to bring in Scott Skiles, Scott's been a coach in the league for roughly 13 seasons, hasn't experienced the greatest amount of success, but this is a great opportunity for Coach Skiles to get in here with a good young team and fine-tune them somewhat like Steve Kerr did with the Warriors, and who knows what can happen.
Did you like the Super Mario pick? Because I am so anti taking a Euro guy in the lottery. Did you is it kind of a wait and see type thing?
I gotta say, I like it. I'm anti taking a Duke player. So, I mean, if you look at the past 25 years, Duke's been winning a lot of national championships, but they're not developing good NBA basketball players like, say, a Kentucky or other schools. So I'm